Hey y'all, Frank here. So, real talk. Your business is not going to run itself. Now, I know I mentioned before that you want to create a business that runs itself. However, it's not the business that will run itself, it's the systems that do. What we're talking about today is some simple steps that you can take to help get yourself in a rhythm to do some things, right? So this is going to be helpful for you if maybe cash feels tight or like reporting is a little fuzzy. So this would essentially be your first brick. This is going to help you build upon it, right? Back to simplicity. Simplicity is what actually is going to beat anything. The fanciness is going to be way overwhelming a lot of the times, and really just simple steps is what you're going to need. First thing we're going to need to do, I guess maybe you can grab a notepad or something, but we are going to list every account that touches your business. Bank account, credit card, loan account, merchant processor, something like Stripe, Square, different things like that. Your Shopify account, your point of sale, all those different things are really important because you need to get some information out there, and you need to know whether or not this is something that needs to be reported at month end or needs to be looked at. Right next to each of those, I need to write down its job, whether it's operating or taxes or inventory, maybe it's payroll. The reason why you're doing this is to separate the different categories of what we need to maintain or keep track of. Now, the second step that we want to do is make a month-end folder inside of your maybe Google Drive account or something like that. And what you want to do is anything that has a statement, you're going to download it and put it in that month's folder. The main thing here is just to have some type of structure. That way you know how to find something. I think the biggest thing is that we are looking for something at year end or during the time maybe our accountant asks for something, our bookkeeper, and we can't find it. We don't know where it's at. Now, the next step that I want you to think about is think about all the different reports that matter to you. These are going to be non-negotiables for month end. Maybe your point of sales summary, so that's going to break down all of your sales that you had. It's going to show you your sales tax collected. It's going to show how much cash you received. It's also going to show how much you received in payments for credit cards. A lot of the times what we see in here is maybe the point of sale is posting into QuickBooks, or the cash drops don't get placed somewhere, so you're not keeping track of them, and you're not sure if what you have in cash drops matches what you have in your point of sale system. So this is going to help you out. All of that's going to be really important to make sure that you have accurate books. Now, the fourth thing I want you to do is to create a weekly money block. Now, this is going to be like 30, 45 minutes of your week, and it's a checklist that you're going to run, right? You're going to look at your cash on hand. Do you have the cash readily available to pay that? If not, what do you need to adjust? Second one is reconcile all your bank and credit card transactions that have come into the account. You want to do this every week because that makes it easier to remember. All right, so the third thing you want to do is record your cash sales and processor payments. So cash is one thing, right? But we're talking about processing payments, your Stripe or Square, those typically get deposited into your account net of fees. But what's really important here is there could potentially be a mismatch of what you received in your bank account and what's reported as revenue on your tax return versus what is submitted to you on a 1099-K from your payment processor. That mismatch could cause some problems with the IRS, mainly meaning that the IRS is going to have a number of, like, say $10,000, but you had payment processing fees of, let's say, $1,000, making it super simple here. But that mismatch, that $10,000 that the IRS has and the $9,000 that you have reported on your tax return, is going to trigger something, and you don't want that to happen. Now, the fourth thing you want to do is enter your inventory received, put into your point of sale, enter it into your accounting ledger. That way you know what your accounts payable is. Are the numbers in my point of sale matching what I have on the shelf? If not, let's dig in and see what's going on. But no matter what, it's important to keep track of it. Fifth thing I want you to do on the weekly money block is to file new receipts. Maybe you have some type of document scanner or something. We use HubDoc. That's really helpful because you can just scan a receipt, email a receipt right into the platform, and it automatically reads the receipt and will tell you the vendor, the amount, and different stuff. The last thing I want you to do in this 5-step total get organized type of thing, or like get simplified in terms of your system, is to track 3 numbers. What you're going to do is look at your bank and get your cash balance. Do you have a 2-week runway? If not, what needs to change? You want to look at your gross margin this week. And then the last thing I want you to look at is your taxes that was collected. You can do this from your point of sale system, and I want you to put that aside. Maybe have a different bank account or something. The main thing is don't spend it. All right, so to recap here, we have 5 different things. We want to map all the different accounts that you have. We want to create a month-end home folder. That way all your documents can stay in one place. You want to create a list of reports that matter to you and your business. That way you can review them monthly. And the fifth one is to track those three numbers: your cash balance, your gross margin, and your taxes, and put them aside. So if any of that's missing, that's what we need to get going on this week. If it makes it easier, there's a free Get Organized cheat sheet down below. It has some monthly docs, some weekly numbers, and even handout templates you can give to your assistant or anyone else that's handing to you. So let's think about this, right? Clarity first, then delegation, and then freedom. I know you got this.